Despite being one of the biggest stars in American cinema for several decades, Kevin Costner will still break new ground in his career with his upcoming passion project Horizon, an American saga. The Western epic represents a big risk for Costner given how much of his own money went into financing the movie, which is planned to be the first of at least 4 connected movies. The series will span multiple decades and generations as it covers America's expansion into the West before and after the Civil War. While the setting and core premise are rather familiar, Horizon, an American saga could still yield a career first for Kevin Costner. Both Horizon and its sequel, which is set to release just a few months after the first part makes its theater debut, with the hopes that the cohesive story can mirror Costner's Western revival from 34 years ago. However, for Horizon and its sequels to truly begin a new chapter in Costner's career, they'll need to have backing from both critics and the box office. Horizon, an American saga will be Kevin Costner's first franchise. While he's made appearances and attempts, Costner has never led a successful franchise before. Kevin Costner in Horizon, an American saga. Kevin Costner's filmography is a fascinating mixed bag of critical successes and failures across a number of genres and media. But in his 43 years as an actor, Costner has never led a successful franchise. While part of that has to do with the fact that franchises were not as prevalent in general in decades past, it's still notable that Costner is one of the few leading men to never star in a series of connected films. Like Costner, some of the most celebrated actors of American cinema like Daniel Day-Lewis and Leonardo DiCaprio have never attempted to lead a franchise. However, Costner hasn't specifically shied away from them. His most recent franchise appearance came in the now-defunct DC Universe, in which he played Clark Kent's surrogate father, Jonathan Kent in both Man of Steel and Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice. Horizon, an American saga will represent the first time that Costner will unquestionably be at the forefront of a franchise, although that will be dependent entirely on the success of the first 2 movies which release in 2024. Horizon must avoid Kevin Costner's past failures to be a true franchise. The sprawling plan for Horizon will be reliant on its early success. While the first 2 movies are already produced and approaching their release dates, Costner intends his robust Western epic to span at least 4 movies. Given how much money Costner has already invested in the Horizon movies, the production of the next 2 chapters will be entirely dependent on the financial success of the first 2 movies. For Horizon to be considered a true franchise, it will need to progress past its 2-part initial story. Kevin Costner has had brushes with franchises before, the most notable of which was the infamous 1995 bomb Waterworld. Heavily inspired by the Mad Max franchise, Waterworld could have kicked off a franchise if it had been successful. However, it made just over $264 million on a budget that famously spiraled out of control to well over $170 million, killing any notions of a franchise based on the post-apocalyptic action epic. Horizon, an American saga represents a chance for Costner to redeem the failures of Westworld with a franchise based in the genre that he has historically thrived in.